Moisar Trading Wala, and I am a level 1 student at Rehan School, Islamabad campus. So I have Gabe Gabriel of my interview. So first of all, hi Gabe.
Hi, buddy. How are you? Good morning from here. Good evening to you, and good evening to everyone in Pakistan.
Okay, thank you for that, Gabe. So Gabe, first of all, can you introduce yourself for my audience who are watching you?
Sure. So I like to again. I say good evening to everybody in Pakistan. Good morning from Florida. It's really kind of a nasty day here. It's getting ready to rain, and the weather's been kind of crummy, but it's still nice and warm, and I still enjoy living here. So I'm a civil structural type of engineer. I was an engineer for NASA for 17 years. Uh, and it was the most amazing thing I'd ever done. It isn't so much what you do, but where you do it that makes it so awesome. And I really loved it. But I got involved in speaking, something I never thought I would do, and it got more and more involved, and then it started getting international, and I started getting so much international requests that there wasn't enough hours in the day to try to go international speaking and keep my job. So about 8 years ago, I quit my job and I resigned my position and said I'm going to become a full-time speaker, and it's been
Okay.
absolutely fantastic. And I'm very thankful to everybody I've met along the way. And I've been to Pakistan, I think 4 times, and I'm coming to Pakistan next month. So hopefully I'll see everybody or meet
Okay.
some of the people we're speaking with today in person.
Okay. 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 So Gabe, tell me who inspired to join the NASA. Can you tell me that?
Sure, no problem. So for me, I knew about NASA as an American. We watched the space program, and I knew about NASA, but
Yeah.
it wasn't something that was really like far away from me. Even though I was close to it, it was far away from me in my thoughts of and ever getting involved with it. I did terrible in school. I was a terrible student, so I really did poorly, and I never thought I had the ability to get to NASA. But I learned to overcome that, and I was actually in the Air Force close to NASA, and a friend of mine won a very
Okay.
special prize. It was to see the very first space shuttle launch. Now, I'm not sure if you know what a space shuttle launch. A space shuttle is a rocket ship that looks like a plane. It goes up with booster rockets like a rocket ship, but it comes back down like a
Yes.
plane, and it's pretty amazing. So I saw the very first one of those, and I love speed, and I love power, and I love fast things. And when I saw that thing, I thought, "What's the most amazing thing I've ever seen? I've never seen anything like that." When I get out of the Air Force, I'm going to try to get a job for NASA, and I did. I was very fortunate, and it was absolutely amazing.
Okay. Okay. That was a very inspired story for me also. And uh, okay, so my next question for you is that how did the early vision of NASA different from what it has become today?
For me, the early visions of NASA when I first started getting there was absolutely amazing. Everything was exciting. Everything was just amazing as far as the history of the space program. What I was seeing real time. The thing about being on Kennedy Space Center for me, everywhere you look, every building, every wall, every office, everywhere you go, there's always pictures of space, of astronomy, of the stars, and everywhere you go, your mind is going to these magical places, and then you see a big building and you see a ship being put together, and it goes to a launch pad, and it goes to these magical places. So it's a place where your imagination becomes reality, and I was fascinated with it. I love every part of it. Every day was something new. Every day was something exciting. And even now, even though I'm no longer working out there, I still go out there every chance I can just to be around it because it's so magical to me. And it really hasn't changed.
Okay.
It's evolved
Okay.
into different types of missions, but it's really been the same feeling for me.
Okay. Okay. So Gab, so tell me when the last time you came to Pakistan and meet the students of the Rehan School, do you think they will become the next engineer of NASA?
uh, I was in Pakistan last year about this time, and I'm going
Yes.
again in the end of in November. I'm going to India, and then I'm going
Yes.
to Pakistan. So I'll be in Pakistan. I get to Pakistan. I think the 13th of November. Uh, for me,
Okay.
I really Pakistan, of all the countries I've been to 18 countries around the world, and
Okay.
Pakistan was the country to me that was so different than any other country based on what I thought it would be. The saddest part for
Okay.
me in America, all we hear about Pakistan is negative from the news. All we hear is about terrorists, suicide bombers. If you're a Westerner, you can't go there. Everything is fear. Don't go to Pakistan, go to Pakistan. And this is what we have. And most of it's the result of 9/11, from the terror attacks and what we followed of the terrorists after the attack. So when I was first asked to go
Okay.
to Pakistan, I thought, why would I go to Pakistan? It's not safe. It's really, it's someplace I really don't want to go. But a young woman who was helping me, and it was during Future Fest in Lahore, and she was trying to get me to come to Future Fest, and her name was Hafsa. And Hafsa was writing back and forth to me. I was in Norway at the time, and she had said, "Come to Future Fest," and I thought, now what am I going to do in Pakistan? I can't go there. And then she started sending me pictures of the venue of the city of Lahore. And I thought, wow, this is an amazing, amazing place. So I said, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to go see, mainly because of her insistence and her just ability to get me to look at things differently. And of course, when I got to Pakistan, I was absolutely amazed. The people, you all are always so kind and you're so giving and so smart. It's really strange because Pakistan and India are our neighbors, and you're really the same people, but you're looked at so differently by Westerners because of what we've been taught. But I love going to Pakistan. I really look forward to coming back. The kids in Rayhan School, they're different. They're a little bit different because they're driven and they're just always look excited, always look like they're enjoying life. So I'm not quite sure what it is, but all of the kids in Pakistan and all of the kids around the world, to me, one of the things I've learned more than anything in visiting these 18 countries, kids around the world are identical. It doesn't matter the country, it doesn't matter the culture, it doesn't matter the language, it doesn't matter the dress. Kids are exactly the same. The look in their eyes, the way they smile, the way they interface with each other, they all have kind hearts. They're all giving. It amazes to me how much we are alike. So my feelings for Pakistan are very, very strong. Not that it's any better or any different than anywhere else, just so different than what I expected. But I really, really enjoy the people of Pakistan.
Okay, so Gabe, as you tell me that you've been a part of the NASA from last 17 years, so can you tell me first, do you have what challenges do you face in the first few years of you joining the NASA?
Well, to me, I everything to me is a challenge. Every morning when I get up, it's a challenge. Anybody can do something. The challenge is to enjoy doing it. It doesn't matter what you do. The challenge is, can you enjoy doing it? So I look at everything I do as a challenge. The challenge, how well can I do it? How much can I enjoy doing it? How much sense of accomplishment can I get from the effort I put into it? So I really don't have, things that are more important than the other. I approach everything the same and I enjoy it all. And my beginnings with NASA was just exciting. And I would tell people all the time, never be nervous, be excited. When you're going to do something, if you're nervous, you're afraid you're going to mess up. If you're excited, you feel good about the opportunity. It's the same feeling inside of you. Always be exciting. For me, everything in my life is exciting. Everything is fun. Everything gives me a great sense of accomplishment. So it doesn't matter if it's a project, something for NASA, or something I'm doing at my house. I'm building a car right now. It's all the same. And I think that's important that we learn to enjoy everything we do and always feel good about our effort.
Okay, okay. So, Gab, tell me first, when you joined the NASA, what was the reaction of your parents when you joined the NASA company?
For me, I tell the story and I tell it often how I hated
Okay,
school.
okay.
And I really, really did poorly with school. And I pretty much fought with my parents all the time. Uh, I love the
Mm,
beach and I love sports. So when I was growing up, I didn't want to go to school. I hated school. But my parents, like all parents, you got to go to school. You got to do well. So I fought with
mm.
my parents all the time. I was fighting with my parents and fighting with my parents. So much so that when I got old enough to leave home and join the Air Force, that's what I did just to get away from them. But they were good parents. They were not doing anything wrong. They were trying to get me to do things I should do, but I didn't want to do them. I just wanted to go to the beach. I wanted to play sports. I want to do nothing else. So I fought and fought with them. So I think it's probably a combination of pride and relief. that I'm not going to jail, that I'm not going to be, you know, doing something bad. I think anytime you do something that you accomplish, your parents feel good for you.
Yes, yes, you take land. Also my parents are first time I tell them I'm going to take the interview of engineer of NASA. They were shocked. Are you going to take the, every parent dream to to their child to see their child to taking interview of a big personality like you, and you are the biggest personality for my parents and our school also.
Yeah, well, tell your parents hi from me and tell them I think they have an
Yes,
amazing son, and I know they're very proud of you, and deservedly so.
yes, thank you for that, Gabe. And okay, so Gabe, tell me, um, how do you balance science, safety, and politics in when you are joining the NASA?
Yeah, so I try to stay away from politics. I really don't like getting involved
Okay,
in politics. To me, it doesn't matter the
okay,
country. Politicians are the same around the world. I you never know what they're going to say, or they never do what they say. I just try to stay away from it because it's very, very negative. Just like the news, I try to stay away from the news. All countries are the same. It's the same in America, it's the same in Pakistan. You watch the news, it's going to be negative. Somebody's getting shot. It's always so bad. So I try to focus on what I can control, which is my world around me. And I really believe, you should always help others and be kind to others. And if you're fortunate enough, and I feel I'm very, very fortunate, I try to give back for the kindness I've received. When I've been to Pakistan, people were so kind to me, and they are kind around the world. But in Pakistan, we went to some very poor areas. And no matter how poor the area, no matter how little the people had, first thing they said, please come in, sit down, have some tea, have something to eat, even though they had nothing. They want to share with you and give. And so it's very, very kindness of people. My goal is to try to give back. I travel around the world. I try to help students like you and others just to have a little bit different perspective on life. When we're done with this, hopefully you will do the same thing the same way. I just want you to think about
yes,
it differently. I want you to learn that you never have to work. Nothing ever has to be hard. No stress, no pressure. You can have a life being very happy and being very successful if you just remember three things. And I talk about these three things a lot. They're really important to me.
yes, yes, obviously, obviously.
Yeah, do your best, enjoy what you do, believe in yourself. If you learn those three things, especially believe in yourself, you'll never work. Nothing will ever be hard. You'll never have stress. You'll never have pressure. You can be very successful and feel good about yourself. And this is so important. But nobody tells you this. They always say to you around the world, you must work hard. You must work hard. And if you're not successful, it's your fault. You're not working hard enough. I say you never have to work. Nothing ever has to be hard if you just learn to think about it differently. And that's what I try to share, a way to look at things differently in order to see things in a different way. You're going to do the same thing the same way. Just think about it and only in a positive way.
Okay, okay. Thank you for that answer. That a brilliant answer you gave me, and you have also gave me a long advice that I will never forget in my life. Basically, honestly, yes. And okay, so my next question for you is that, what do you think the next 50 years of space exploration will look like?
Yeah, well, that's really interesting. I don't, I they have this thing, about the astronauts landing on the moon, and they show 50 years prior to that was the first time anybody ever flew. So in 50 years, they went from the first flight to landing on the moon. So who knows? It's hard to tell with AI and all the advancements in technology. Uh, there are many, many things ahead, but I think the limiting factor for me, in my opinion, is speed. We have to learn to go much, 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 much faster. The speed we have now will not allow us to explore anything. If we send
Yes.
a ship now, we sent a ship to Pluto. It took 10 years to get to Pluto. You can't put a person in the ship for 10 years. So if you want to have people exploring, I've got to learn to go much, 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 much faster. And this is one of the limiting factors, I believe. And there's a lot of other factors as well. But I don't know. You know, the evolution of technology, depending what evolves in the next 50 years, will determine the limits. There's a little movie, and I talk about it all the time. I don't know if you ever heard of Stephen Hawkins. Stephen Hawkins is a famous astrophysicist, and he did a lot of these little movies. And there's a little movie, and I'll mail it to you as well. It's called Rocket Ship to the Future, and it talks about a ship in the future. It doesn't say when, that goes so fast it goes faster than time, and it's like 3 or 4 minute little movie. And this is a lot of things that start out as thoughts or make believe have become reality. And so, who knows? At some point, this may happen, but well into the future. I don't really know what 50 years from now would be like. I think I would love to see what it would be,
Mhm.
but I think the limiting factor will be strictly technology and the ability to put our thoughts into reality. But I think it will be fascinating. I think there'll be people living on Mars. There'll be people living on the moon. There'll be a lot of things happening in 50 years that we think are beyond us now, but will be not commonplace, but will be happening.
Okay, so Gap, you can tell me the what is different between so we have two companies of space, first NASA and the second one is SpaceX. You know, and so what can you tell me what is different between them two companies?
Yeah. So NASA is a government agency. NASA is a government agency under the United States government. SpaceX is a commercial company. As a commercial company, it's in it for money. You know, SpaceX, every time
Yes.
they launch something, somebody pays them something, and they make money. It's a commercial company. So I think the biggest thing with NASA as a government agency, there are a lot more restrictions. There's a lot more safety and a lot more limiting factors they can do because of all the built-in safety things. With SpaceX as a commercial company, not that it's unsafe, but it has different ways of doing things and it can be more efficient. SpaceX is now bringing the boosters, landing them back on the pad to reuse them, saving a lot of money, saving a lot of time. And so they're doing that, they're evolving. SpaceX is doing amazing things. Many commercial companies, and I talk to students all the time. I want to go to NASA. I want to go to NASA. Don't limit yourself to NASA. There was a time when NASA
Yeah.
was the only thing there is, but now there's many different countries. You know, your neighbor India has a great space program. To me, I always wish, now that I've been familiar with India and Pakistan, the two countries could join together because you both are very smart. And together, to me, along with all of the countries in Asia, if Asia could come together and form one space program, I think it would be phenomenal. And I really would like to see something like that happen.
Okay. So thank you for your time, Gabe. I really enjoyed the interview. So honestly, I learned a lot of things from you. So at the last, do you have any advice for my Pakistani audience who are watching
Yeah,
you, who are watching the
yeah,
best personality here?
yeah. So for everybody in Pakistan and everybody around the world, I have the same advice. Remember those three things. Do your best. Do your best is easy. Just like with this interview, to me, I take this interview very serious. I look at it, how well can I do this? And we are a team. You know, we are a team doing this interview, equal. I'm no important to you, and you're no important to me. Either of us by ourselves, we can't do this. Together, we form a team, and we want to do our best. Always do your best. Challenge yourself to do your best. Feel good about your effort. If it's not what you want, it's okay. Do it again. You will get better. Enjoy everything you do. Learn to have fun and enjoy everything you do. The same with this interview. I really enjoy these interviews. I enjoy the time to speak with you and to share thoughts with you. Learn to find positives in everything. If you can't find a positive, say to yourself, it could be worse. Then it becomes a positive. Never have a negative experience. And the most important thing, believe in yourself. Very few people have that. And how do you get that belief in yourself? Most things start with a thought or a dream. You take that dream, you write it down, and you say, this is my goal. And you ask yourself, how do I achieve it? I'm here and I want to go there. How do I get there? You plan very small steps. Don't be in a hurry. The smaller the step, the easier it is to accomplish. The easier it is to accomplish, the better you feel about yourself. You build your confidence, you build that belief in yourself. You do that very, very slowly. Don't be in a hurry. You build and you build and you build, and one day you will say to yourself, I can do anything. When you believe you can do anything, you'll never have stress. You'll never have pressure. You just believe you can do it and you go do it. And when you enjoy it, you do it more. So, this is always my main focus when I'm speaking with students around the world and anybody that will listen. Just remember those three things.
Okay, so thank you for your time, Gabe. I really enjoy it. So this is our interview today. I hope you like it. So we will meet in next interview with the next guest. So till now, Allah Hafiz, Zind Pakistan, Zindabad, and also thank you for Gabe. Uh, Thank you again and again. You join me. So
Okay, before you
Allah
go,
Hafiz.
before
Okay,
before you go, I
okay,
just
okay,
want you to do a heart.
okay, please.
Awesome. This will be on
Okay,
Instagram.
sir. Okay, no problem, bro.
All right,
So,
buddy.
Allah Hafiz. Okay, Gabe, Allah Hafiz. Good night. Sorry, good morning.
Yes. Good night. Good evening to everybody in Pakistan. Thank you for the opportunity. Hopefully,
Thank
I'll
you
see you when I
for.
come back then.
Okay.